Hi guys, my name is Sam Hurly. Today we are going to do a test drive of the newest product from one of my absolute favorite men's grooming brands, Uppercut Deluxe. If you are new here, I am a men's grooming journalist. I have been for over a decade for outlets like GQ, Men's Journal, Forbes Vetted, Rob Report, Esquire, you name it, I've covered it for them. And Blueprint is now where I put all of my experience and expertise into one place for you. That includes test drives of new products. We shout out our favorite products, our favorite brands on this channel. And recently we also just did a video where I shouted out my 10 favorite products from Uppercut Deluxe. This is a brand I have long adored. I have given them numerous awards at my various titles, including a couple of GQ grooming awards. Now in this video, 5 guys are going to test drive this texture cream. It is a cream devised to give you lightweight lift, volume, body, fullness, texture, all of those good things, particularly if you have fine or thinning hair. So if you are a guy who is looking for touchable, reworkable style, no matter the length, no matter the texture, if you just need a little more fullness in whatever it is you're working with, this could be the absolute perfect product for you. If you are seeing it with a bunch of other Uppercut products, just look for the orange rim on the tin. This gives you that reworkable, touchable hold throughout the day. You can reactivate it if it's many hours later and you just need to bring it back to life. You get a very natural, healthy looking shine with this one. At the end of this video, I will give you some application tips so that you get the most out of this product. But I do want to encourage you to find what works for you specifically. All the guys in this video are working with different lengths, textures, hair recession, hair fullness, flatness. They have different variables, so something is going to work differently for each one of them, just as it will work differently for you. And full disclosure, Uppercut is sponsoring this video. I do want to assure you, this is a brand I have had a relationship with since we both began in this industry. We have been through this process together, which is why I'm so comfortable attaching my wagon to theirs. This is a brand that believes in what we are building at Blueprint, and I have long believed in what they've been doing at Uppercut. I'm very grateful that they are commissioning us to do this test drive with these 5 subjects. One thing that is very important to note is that none of these subjects were told what to do or dictated how to use the product. Of course, the product has some instructions on how to get the most of it, but all of these guys did what they felt was the best for their specific use case. So everything you're hearing from the guys and seeing them apply it and engage with it, all is self-originated. We will introduce each guy with his general hair type or approach to using the product, just so you can see how it compares, how it might line up to the way you might use this product. So hopefully some of these guys testing the product can give you an idea of how it might work in your curls or your length or your short, highly volumized styles. Just check it out. You can get a link to this product in the description below. I also hope that you will subscribe to Blueprint across our various social channels. You can also subscribe to our free men's grooming newsletter where you'll learn about the newest and best products like this one as they come out. Please give our channel a follow, give this video a thumbs up, and comment here if you've tried this product, if you want to, if you've got another favorite Uppercut product that you love to use. Just let us know below.
I've been using Uppercut Deluxe's texture cream. I've been really enjoying it. The low shine keeps a natural look throughout the day. It holds very well, not permanent. You can totally adjust with curly hair. It just accentuates those curls and kind of natural wave, elongates some of those curls and just allows my hair to kind of flow. I've tried putting it in wet or damp hair just out of the shower. That still gives me a good look. It tightens up those curls and lets them hang a little lower rather than kind of going up. Both are good options and give me a great style a whole day.
I have thin hair and oily scalp, and some products can weigh down my hair and makes it look very flat, but the texture cream helps me keep like the movement and the shape that I want. First, I blow dry my hair. This adds a lot of volume for fine hair like mine. And then I just go with the product to keep the shape. I add a little extra to the tips to give a little more movement and makes it feel more like natural. That's my little trick. One thing that I also really like, it's since I have oily scalp, sometimes drying shampoos can make my hair look very dull and lifeless, and the texture cream gives an extra sheen to it. Not too much, but it's already enough to make my hair looks much more healthier. If you have thin hair, texture creams are the way to go. They give volume, texture, which is what you're always looking for. And yeah, it's one of my favorite products right now.
I've been testing out this new texture cream from Uppercut Deluxe throughout this past week and been really enjoying it. My hair, I always look for something that's more of a matte finish. I don't really like a shine to my products that much. This has a great firm and hold to it, but yet keeps it a natural looking finish. I can walk out of my house ready to go for the day, styled it the way I like it. And when I come home, I notice that it has a lot of that firm and hold still. I really like the reworkable finish that it has. If I need to touch up throughout the day, I can make sure to run my hands back through it. It doesn't feel like it's stiff or sticky. When I first used it, I used a little bit too much. Kind of got myself more of a Johnny Bravo style that day. You can really use just a minimal amount of that product to get it across your hands, kind of fold it and crunch it into your hair. You don't have to use much. I could see this lasting a long time. It really does a good job of adding some of that texture, but even accentuating texture that you might already have. I have that kind of natural wave, and so I like to be able to work a product into it that's going to get that natural wave going with a little volume and not going to fall flat throughout the day or frizzy. And I feel like this has been a great product that gives me a good hold, minimal frizz, and I don't really have to worry about too much of what my hair is doing throughout the day.
I've been testing Uppercut Texture Cream for about a week now. One of the things that I have going on with my hair is a lot of volume, which is great, makes me happy, but sometimes have a hard time taming it. I have a little hack where I will put probably half an amount that I would normally use on my hair wet, then blow dry, and then add the rest of the product afterwards, and it helps sort of control the volume in the poof a little bit. And this product is nice because I don't feel like I have product in my hair. I can just kind of go throughout the day. I can run my fingers through my hair. You can wear a hat for a little bit if you want. You know, if I'm driving in the car, I might put a hat on. With this product, you can essentially just run your fingers through your hair and get back what you had in the morning.
I've been using the texture cream for the last couple of weeks. I have short, wavy, fine brown hair, so I'm usually looking for products that can give it a little bit of volume and hold throughout the day. I've been using it kind of just like this, just running it through my hair. Once my hair has been dried, it holds up fairly well throughout the day. A couple of times I've reapplied, especially just kind of the edges there, the tips, and I run it, down the sides to keep things in place. So after I've put the product in my hair, I usually do a final comb through, just real quick to keep it looking a little smooth. My hair doesn't feel very heavy with it, and it leaves my hair with a natural feel to it, but still like just enough of a hold.
Hopefully you took away some styling or application tips from those guys. You might have noticed that some of them took different approaches to getting it in their hair, to reworking it, to getting the most out of it. That said, there are some general rules on using this product most effectively. So let's get into that. First and foremost, give it a try in freshly cleaned and dried hair. Start with the most fresh, cleanest, unobstructed canvas as is possible. You will get the best baseline for what it can do, how it can texturize, how it can define and volumize your strands. And then from there, you can consider applying it in towel dried hair. You can consider applying it and then blow drying. You can consider applying it as a finishing product. Try all those different other variables, but first try it in clean, dried hair, and then work from there. It is devised to be used in clean, dry hair for what it's worth. Secondly, start smaller than what you might think. It's always really good to start with less product and then add more as you need it. Otherwise, you gotta start all over and rinse it out and wash it out if you use too much product. Depending on how you're styling it, you might either want to emulsify it in your hands completely and then apply it as such in the direction of how you want it to wear. But sometimes if I'm trying to just target the root of my hair and get a little control and volume from that, which is a great application of this product, it's not necessary with this one, but it is a good use of it. You can emulsify it on your fingertips and then apply it as such, targeting those roots. Similar to starting small and adding more, Products like this respond better to layering. So you could do a uniform application throughout your hair with that first dose, and then you can use smaller amounts to target different parts, like if you want to target the ends or the curls or certain wave patterns in certain spots. Or you might be layering multiple products. So this could be the first one you go in with a uniform application, and then maybe you want to define the tips or put something more high hold at your part so that your hair stays a certain way. There's of course all different ways, infinite ways to apply and to layer multiple products. So just be sure that you aren't using too much of one thing at one time. So finish it off with some gentle manipulation. You can do some scrunching of your curls, some light tousling if you need that extra texture or build. It can settle into place if you give it that little zhuzh at the end. And then simply rework it throughout the day. If you do feel like it needs that zhuzh later on in the day, just simply go in and reactivate it. Just give it that movement, give it that lift. For some people, it might even help to have a slightly damp hand, really slightly damp. So like get it wet, air dry it, and then just at the very end, use that very slight moisture to reactivate the product. That's gonna be different for different people. That's something that works for me for my very straight and coarse hair. So again, that's not a universal tip here. But I do think, especially for shorter styles, for fine hair, where you applied it dry, just simply going through and like adding some extra life and volume with your fingers should be enough to reactivate this product and get it just reworking and retexturizing and rebody building the way you did in the morning. And regarding that morning application, you have a few minutes after that emulsification, that warming up in your hands, to when you're putting it in your hair to really do that shaping and that working. It will settle into place after a few minutes. So make the most of those minutes after you apply and get it into place, rework it, shape it, style it, zhuzh it, do what you gotta do. That is your sweet spot window. Guys, that does it today. Thank you for watching this test drive of the Uppercut Texture Cream. Again, you can find a link to it below in the description notes. Take care, guys. We will see you in the next video.